Hello guys, I'm Noirin, and right now I'm gonna play a historical strategy called Secret Government. The full version of the game will be released this fall, but the early access is gonna be available on June the 22nd, which makes me one of the pioneers. So let's get started. Here, I'm offered one storyline mission and free play. I'm gonna go for the mission because I'm new to the game and I need the tutorial to take me by the hand and walk me through the mechanics. The mission is set in England of the 17th century, at the time of the Revolution, which resulted in the adoption of Bill of Rights. Man, I'm not proud of it, but I had a C in history at school. This is my chance to finally catch up on it. Although, there's a risk I will remember the events the way I made them happen, not the way things really happened in history. Anyway, it's gonna be pretty cool. Not to only see the history in the making, but to be that maker.
My dear uncle, I'm hurrying back to Europe, hoping to outrun the storm. I've spent many months interpreting the prophecies of Nostradamus. What I read left me shaken. According to scientific minds of our time, everything obeys the laws of nature. The planets move in their orbits, and an apple will always fall down, but the life of humanity is chaotic and uncertain. One need only look at the Europe of recent decades. A powerful English king was executed by his own subjects. The rivalry between Catholic monarchs of the Holy Roman Empire and France brings wars to Protestant countries. The Spanish Empire is growing weaker, while the wetlands of the Netherlands enjoy the bloom in culture and trade. The great Galileo renounced his books. This world is complete chaos for everyone except us, those who control it. We are the Brotherhood, and we make history. We stand behind the high and mighty of this world, secretly guiding them. We are the global government, formed by the most worthy. We like to say that our work began when the builders of the Temple of Solomon gathered to create the greatest temple of all. This is just legend, but we are indeed builders. Brick by brick, we are building the structure of the future society. We always work in the shadows, and yet Nostradamus foresaw everything. Peering into the future, he described the storms of this and future centuries, and the Brotherhood, leading humanity forward. He left us clues to solve, and he says, beware. I'm coming back to take my place in the Brotherhood. I haven't forgotten what you taught me, and I will join you in the great work of ours. But I fear the storm has already come.
My, wasn't that epic? Actually, I do love games full of epicness. Games, music, books. Okay. This is the introduction from which I learned that the Brotherhood was destroyed, and I was lucky enough to be away at the time of the attack, and only 2 of my fellow brothers survived this. They made me their Grandmaster, and it's now down to me to rebuild the Brotherhood from the ashes. Okay, so they're asking me what kind of society I want to build. Well, I'm an idealist, so I'll go for pacifism, economic freedom, civil liberty. Okay, yes, and I confirm that. Looks like there is a clue to who might have been behind this attack on the Brotherhood. A coded letter that we are yet to decrypt. But first, I need to make it through the tutorial. And here, the elder brother, Brother Isaiah, is going to walk me through the tutorial. So, yes, this is how we can navigate the map using the cursor. And in the shadow mode, we can see these strange rectangles on the map and the borders. Okay, let's continue and change the mode of the map to zoom in on our brother. So, Brother Walter, we have found you. Okay, and we can also find you by clicking on your icon here on the left. And he wants to recruit more followers, so let him do that. And it's gonna take him 3 days. If I press Alt K, I will see which errand he's running currently. Okay, so let's put the game on fast mode so we can wait 3 days very quickly. Okay, the game is automatically paused now, and we can see that we have recruited a neophyte, and we can see him here. There he is in the Brotherhood management window, and we can see all the members of the Brotherhood, and in this section we can see the neophytes, those who are interested in joining the circle of the initiated. And acolytes are kind of candidates to be granted the title, but if you wish so, you can grant the title, grant the neophyte a title. So, by skipping this acolytes stage. You need that when you have many neophytes and you have found like perfect one to be titled, but you want to wait till one of the old brothers dies, because he's also, I don't know, really cool. And then when this happens, you can grant him the title so he can take his place. I don't know if I made any sense here. Hope I did. Okay, so we need to select the neophyte. Yes, and if we want to banish someone, yeah, we can do it by using this gaze. So out you go. Off you go. Alright, so this area displays the information about the selected brother. So his name's Edward, and let's see if he's 32 years old. We can see that how fast he ages, and probability of health deterioration within a month due to age, so it's very low because he's quite young. But when they get older, this probability increases naturally. Okay, we can see in this section their profession and special traits. So he's a lieutenant, and he's good at interrogating. These are not connected. Actually, that's just a coincidence that he's a lieutenant who is a good at interrogating at the same time. So he's level 2, and here is the bar of his experience. And, well, the more errands he runs, the more experience he gets. He's British, and he's quite loyal. His loyalty is at 4. It's out of 5, so it's pretty good. And he's healthy. That's natural because, well, he's 32. Maybe he gets some backaches in the mornings, or his hangover is pretty rough. But yeah, he's quite healthy still. Okay, 100 secrecy. Yeah, that's their maximum. Some brothers, though, can have more secrecy, but it requires a special trait. But normally, it's 100. So we should grant him title. he becomes a treasurer. If it were up to me, I would make him a Tyler, because he's a good interrogator, and Tylers they have to do with all this military stuff, so that would be, I think, more suitable for him. But here in the tutorial, we need to make him the treasurer. Okay, choose the window to return to the main. Close the window. I don't know why I read choose. Okay, so Brother Edward is very thankful that we have made him the treasurer, and that's why he he gives us a lot of resources. It's really interesting that one man has so much to offer. Okay, so here we can see our resources: influence, wealth, and power. Okay, let's look at England, and here's the info on England, and we can see that there are 3 institutions, each of which corresponding to the resources. So we can kind of extract influence from the government institution, wealth from the economic institution, and power from the military institution. Okay, so and we can see that France is leading, so all the institutions are very well developed in France, and so that's why I have a feeling that we will soon need to head there and send our agents there. Okay. Oh, so Brother Walter has met a beautiful young lady whose father is a powerful man in the treasury. So, yeah, which makes me think of the economic institution. We'll use this opportunity and send him on an errand, to infiltrate the economic institution and, establish ties there. That will naturally require some resources, because, I don't know, he needs to pay for the girl in the restaurant, right? And, so running errands depletes secrecy. So this is how much secrecy he will lose, and how much he will end up with after having done this errand. And this is the awareness we're gonna rise by running these errands. So it will rise by 7, so, and its final value will be 14. And we will spend 7 days to do that. So we have already spent 3 days to recruit a neophyte, and so totally we'll be on our day 10 of our new brotherhood. Okay, so this is for each brother, these values, these numbers will be different. As we can see here, when I switch from one brother to another, the numbers change due to their traits. So for Walter, it will be cheaper, to run this errand, and also we will rise less awareness in England. So okay, I'm gonna send him on this errand. Right. So he's got 89. That's okay. Or nothing. We have nothing to fear. England and Russia entered into a trade agreement. By the way, I am from Russia. Okay. We're not in a position to let... Okay, so we need to keep our brothers occupied. If we can afford it. Okay.